All right, here we are, Oscar nomination morning. It is approximately early.
14.
It is early. We just got finished watching the live broadcast of the announcement of the Oscar nominations, and brain's gone. Definitely some snubs, definitely a couple surprises. But we're going to talk over everything. We're going to tell you some of the nominations. We're going to talk about our thoughts on the nominations.
Yeah.
So, Cameron, why don't you start us off?
Alright, I'll just go over what's nominated for Best Picture first, the big category. So it's Call Me By Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, and Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I'm surprised that Phantom Thread and Darkest Hour were able to get in, but I mean, I haven't seen all of these yet, but I think it's a pretty good group.
Yeah, there wasn't any that I thought like,
Yeah.
oh, you know. But I mean,
yeah.
I wasn't a huge fan of Dunkirk, but I knew everybody else loves it, so I wasn't surprised.
I had The Big Sick and Get Out, or The Big Sick and I, Tonya instead of Phantom Thread and Darkest Hour. Phantom Thread and Darkest Hour did like really, really good overall. They both got 6 nominations, which was 4th. Shape of Water got 13, that was the most. Dunkirk got 8, so Shape of Water did way better than even second place. Dunkirk got 8, Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri got 7, Darkest Hour and Phantom Thread got 6, and Lady Bird...
What's the record for nominations?
14.
Shape 13 nominations.
And Lady Bird and Blade
song.
Runner 2049 got 5. So Blade Runner 2049 was the most nominated movie that was not nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, that was a lot of technical awards.
Yes.
And that always seems to, every year. It's like I won't even say nominated. Sometimes you get ones that are nominated across everything, but they only win big in the technical stuff. Like with Mad Max Fury Road. All of its wins, even though it won big, all of its wins were in the minor categories. But that seems to be a common thread every year, that either something gets nominated across the board or something even wins across, and wins across the board. Yeah. We see what could happen with
as long as Roger Deakins wins. Yeah, so those are Best Picture. There are a lot of surprises in director, I thought.
Yeah, because, well, directing is a difficult category in some shapes where, if we look in the past, there are maybe 1 or 2 instances where a movie won Best Picture without being nominated for Best Director. It's happened just once or twice. Argo did it.
No, it's happened more than that, but it doesn't happen very often.
Recent.
Argo did it, but the most recent since then was Driving Miss Daisy in 1989.
Yeah. It doesn't happen super often.
And Argo was a weird instance because Ben Affleck won the DGA, but he wasn't nominated for the Oscars. But the DGAs were held after the Oscar nominations, so I think people were just pissed that he wasn't nominated. So they were like,
"Yeah, let's give him the DGA,"
yeah,
and then that influenced people's opinions on. I mean, I love that film, so I mean.
But I think in that instance, not getting nominated for director kind of helped that movie in the long run.
Argo.
Yeah, because it kind of rallied everyone around.
Yeah, it rallied everyone around.
But we have both Jordan Peele and Greta Gerwig. Jordan Peele for Get Out and Greta Gerwig for Lady Bird.
And then we also have Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk.
Christopher Nolan and Guillermo del Toro for The Shape of Water. Those 2 were definitely locks.
And then Phantom Thread for Paul Thomas Anderson.
That was
a surprise.
Shocked.
Yeah.
I thought Martin McDonagh was a lock for Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, which I had in first place in my Best Picture prediction, but I'm not sure anymore because...
We honestly... I'm sorry, our cat is stuck in a plastic bag and walking around inside of it.
And he just fell over. Okay.
Anyway... but yeah, I really think it's almost impossible now for Three Billboards to win Best Picture. I think it's extremely difficult for Three Billboards to win Best Picture now that it does, not even a nomination. But sometimes we've seen recently where you don't have to win Best Director to win Best Picture. It happened with La La Land. La La Land won.
It's happened the last 4 times.
Yeah, it's a very common thing that with Ang Lee won for Life of Pi, and then course, Life of Pi.
Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu won for The Revenant.
Yeah. So it's been a more common thing that very showy films win for Best Director and then lose out. And then there's other times where, like, if Greta Gerwig would win for Lady Bird for Best Director, almost a guarantee it's winning Best Picture.
Yeah.
There's one of those, like Christopher Nolan could win for Best Director.
Like directorial achievement.
Christopher Nolan could win for Best Director, and that still leaves the duration wide open. But those are the two big ones.
Yeah. The only thing that's holding me back from, and I will probably move Shape of Water into first half of this just because
I think it's the front runner. As of right now, I think it's the front runner for sure. I think it is the one to watch out for.
I still can't get over the fact that it did not get nominated for Best Film Ensemble at the SAG Awards. No movie has won Best Picture without getting a SAG Ensemble nomination, including La La Land, since the inaugural Best Film Ensemble category when Braveheart was not nominated for that but won Best Picture. And it's just the actors are the largest voting group in the Academy.
Mm-hmm.
And I got burned last year with La La Land.
La La Land's gonna be the first.
And I'm so reluctant to make that mistake again. But and it just won PGA, and it's probably gonna win DGA, and we'll see what happens at BAFTAs.
Yeah, we'll see that.
If Three Billboards wins BAFTA, then I might leave Three Billboards in first place. But also, there's backlash against that movie, and I can only imagine that it's probably going to grow. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. But no, those are the two out of the 5 directing ones. I think the 2 ones that need to win Best Director to win Best Picture are Phantom Thread for Paul Thomas Anderson and then Lady Bird, Greg Gerwig. The only way those are winning Best Picture is those two win Best Director.
I think Lady Bird can win Best Picture without winning Best Director. Anyway, I'm so happy for Greta Gerwig. That was one of the ones I was most excited about. Because I love Lady Bird so much. Okay, so what do we got? Best?
Let's do acting.
Acting here. Okay. So actor, our nominees are Timothée Chalamet for Call Me by Your Name.
This is actor in a leading role.
Actor in a leading role. Daniel Day-Lewis for Phantom Thread. Daniel Kaluuya for Get Out. Gary Oldman for Darkest Hour, and Denzel Washington for Roman J. Israel Esquire. I haven't seen Daniel Day-Lewis or Timothée Chalamet yet. I'm sure they're great. I'm really disappointed that Denzel was nominated, and I'm sorry for all you Denzel lovers, but I didn't like Roman J. Israel Esquire, and I don't really care for his performance in it. And I know James Franco.
We both wanted James Franco.
Yeah, and I know he has it was not, like last year, it didn't hurt Casey Affleck, like he was still able to win, but like this year with all that's gone on with Time's Up and it was really poor timing for James Franco, and but I'm like really disappointed that Jake Gyllenhaal didn't get nominated too. Like I'm not as upset that James Franco.
He's just upset that Denzel got it.
It was just that it was Denzel.
I didn't get to see Roman J. Israel Esquire. I hope it comes on video or something.
But I'm really happy for Daniel Kaluuya because that is not like a typical
no, it's very a very reserved performance. But he does have scenes. You can't say he doesn't have scenes like. With the keys, if you've seen Get Out, you know what I'm talking about. Like that, even when he's just doing that, I'm just like, oh my god. Like,
but he's so good. And but I think this is a total slam dunk for Gary Oldman. I don't think anyone else even has a chance.
Gary Oldman is hands down the front runner at this point. I'm very excited. I will probably be seeing Darkest Hour this week. So I'm very excited to see that.
I didn't love the movie, but I love Gary Oldman. And I mean,
how do you not love Gary Oldman? He's so good.
His performance is undeniable.
It was funny because after Leonardo DiCaprio won for the Oscar, everyone was.
What team won for The Revenant?
Won for The Revenant. Yeah, he won the Oscar.
Yeah.
Everyone was like trying to find that who's the new actor we can rally around? And the two I always saw, one deserving, one not deserving. The two I always saw was Gary Oldman. People were
Probably
posting.
Johnny Depp.
People were saying about Johnny Depp, and I'm like,
Okay.
no. Anyway, actress.
and a leading role.
Can I say this?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Sally Hawkins for The Shape of Water. Frances McDormand for Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. As I said, it's early. Margot Robbie for Tanya. Saoirse Ronan for Saoirse Ronan for Lady Bird, and Meryl Streep for The Post. I think this probably went down exactly how everybody was thinking it was.
Yeah, I had these 5 in my predictions.
I don't even know who was the one that. I'm trying to remember who was like the other outsider.
It could have been like Jessica Chastain, which I'm
Jessica
actually
Chastain
real
was another
butthurt
one.
about because I just saw Molly's Game like 3 days ago, and I loved her so much in that movie. But this is a really good group of 5. I haven't seen Sally Hawkins yet, but I'm sure she's great. So I can't really I can't be that upset because I wouldn't know I mean, I thought Jessica Chastain was better than Margot Robbie, but at the same time, Margot Robbie I thought was the best part about Tanya. So
Yeah.
I'm happy
was-
for all 5 of these ladies. And Meryl Streep, I normally would be oh, again, but I thought she'd actually deserve this one.
This is funny that normally I'd be
Yeah.
normally if this was any other year I would probably not be sitting down when we made this announcement. But I actually think she was really deserving, and I don't think she really has a chance to win.
I think Frances McDormand again, slam dunk.
The only 3. I don't think Margot Robbie has a shot either.
I think Margot Robbie actually has a better shot than Sally Hawkins.
Really? See, I think it's the other 3. I think Sally Hawkins, Frances, and Saoirse. I think Saoirse Ronan could ride. If Lady Bird is going the distance, I think Saoirse Ronan could take a ride on that train and get the Oscar nomination on the Stop to Best Picture.
Oscar win.
I
would love. I don't know that Saoirse was the best performance or my favorite performance, but I love her so much that I would be so over the moon, and I love that movie.
All right.
Actor in a supporting role. This is pretty much what I was expecting too. I'm a little.
There are some surprises, a little bit.
Yeah.
Just more like of who got nominated together, not exactly who got nominated.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, so the nominees for this are Willem Dafoe for The Florida Project, Woody Harrelson for Three Billboards Outside of Missouri, if you can sense my excitement, Richard Jenkins for The Shape of Water, Christopher Plummer for All the Money in the World, and Sam Rockwell for Three Billboards Outside of Missouri. I think the big surprise in this one is that neither of the Call Me By Your Name actors were nominated, Armie Hammer or Michael Stuhlbarg. I kind of expected that.
I thought one of them. See, that's the thing. I thought between Woody Harrelson and Sam Rockwell, I thought, Sam Rockwell's probably getting in, so Woody Harrelson won't, and then one of the 2 of them was going to get in.
Yeah, I just thought between the 4 of them that it would make sense for one to get nominated.
Yeah, but I'm thrilled that both of them got in.
Again, this is mixed signals because this would
indicate that Three Billboards has a good shot of
and it
winning
got
Best
nominated
Picture.
for score, and it wasn't necessarily expected to, and it got nominated for editing, and it wasn't necessarily expected to, and to get nominated for cinematography. No, I don't think it got nominated for cinematography, but it did.
This was a good showing. When we saw this, when they announced this, I thought, okay, this is really good and then it didn't get nominated for Best Actor.
If it had Martin
It's a
McDonagh,
weird mixed
I would
signal.
predict it easily.
It's a weird mixed signal.
But I'm so happy for Woody Harrelson because I love that. I love his performance in that movie so much. I mean, Sam Rockwell was my favorite performance of the whole year, and I think he's gonna win.
Yeah, I did call Christopher Plummer.
I'm so happy for Christopher
I called
Plummer.
Christopher Plummer as soon as they started talking, when they started refilming All the Money in the World. I said to him,
I said too, if it was a role that Kevin Spacey was gonna get nominated for, well, Christopher Plummer is definitely.
He's definitely getting nominated, and I thought, if he's really that good, this would also be this. Him getting nominated is a really weird sign of Hollywood saying "F you" to everybody that did these things this year, or not this year, but did these things that were ever. And I think that his nomination,
but it's totally deserved. He's amazing, and I'm happy for. I feel bad. Oh shit! Oh sorry. I feel bad for Willem Dafoe because he was kind of the front runner before they started giving out like Golden Globes and stuff, and then
It kind of drifted back.
Sam Rockwell started winning everything. I mean, I'm so happy because I like Sam Rockwell's performance better, but Willem Dafoe's really good in the Florida Project. And
I think those are the two. It could go either to Sam Rock or
I think
Willem
Christopher
Dafoe.
Plummer could surprise actually, but yeah, I don't know, but those are a really good group of 5. I haven't seen Shape of Water yet, so Richard Jenkins, but he's a really great actor, so I'm sure.
All right. Actress in a supporting role. This one had some surprises for sure. Actress in a supporting role: Mary J. Blige for Mudbound, Allison Janney for I, Tonya, Leslie Manville for Phantom Thread, Laurie Metcalf for Lady Bird, and Octavia Spencer for The Shape of Water. There are 2 big ones that I'm like, whoa, where the hell did this come from? Mary J. Blige, good on you. Get in there.
Yeah.
But wow, I was not expecting
I'm
that.
shocked. Mudbound like burned me good on this one because it got 4 nominations, and I thought it was gonna get shut out because it's on Netflix.
It's a Netflix film.
And
it's a Netflix film. It's the Is that the first Netflix film we get nominated for?
Other than documentary feature. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because it's got nominated too.
Yeah, because what was it? 2 years ago, Idris Elba was like the front runner for
Beast of No Nation, which was a Netflix film. Yeah.
He won the SAG, and then that movie got 0 nominations, and I'm just like, I'm not predicting Netflix until I see it happen.
Well,
it happened.
It happened.
Yeah.
It's Netflix is here. It is now an Oscar contender, and I guarantee you.
I don't think it'll win any.
I don't know if it'll win anything, but I guarantee you, the board of people running Netflix are sitting down and saying, "All right, our foot's in the door. Let's kick it down." I guarantee you, they're making this conversation as we speak.
I didn't love Mudbound, but Mary J. Blige was really good. Good for her. Leslie Manville.
That was another one.
Yeah, I did not.
Wow, I was like, I had to adjust my glasses
I'm
a
not
little bit.
completely shocked because I think she got nominated at BAFTA, but still wasn't really expecting it. We're so sorry for Hung Chow because
Hung Chow. If you would happen to be watching this, you are awesome. I hope you present or do something at the Oscars. You are hilarious. You are really talented.
So
Get some more work, woman. You are great.
She was great.
That was the one I was really bummed out with. That's probably the nomination out of everybody.
And
that
Holly Hunter didn't get nominated for The Big Sick.
Yeah, that was another one there.
There's
another big.
I mean, I didn't expect Tiffany Haddish too. It would have been amazing if she did.
That would have been really. It was so funny. It was just one of those such a long shot that it might actually happen.
Yeah.
And she just didn't get in. But,
yeah.
I don't know. If
the one thing from this category that gives me a little hope, and okay, so I love Allison Janney so much, but I don't love her performance in I, Tonya nearly as much as I love Laurie Metcalf and Lady Bird. But and Allison Janney has kind of won most of the precursor, she won all 3 Golden Globe Critics' Choice SAG, which is normally if you win those 3, you're almost guaranteed to win the Oscar. But I think it hurts her that I, Tonya was not nominated for Best Picture and Lady Bird was.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Because again, Laurie Metcalf could ride the train.
Yeah.
She could go on the Oscar Express and just pick it up on her stop to Best Director. Obviously, we do have some other the minor categories got nominated as well.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about those in specific.
We're not gonna talk about those in specifics. We might go over
anything else.
Was there any other snubs? Is the real thing that I'm. Didn't think so.
I mean, Wonder Woman got completely shut out. But
Wonder Woman!
That doesn't surprise me at all.
He called that.
I wasn't expecting it to.
He was like, Wonder Woman's not getting nothing. I'm
yeah.
Like, no.
I knew it wasn't going to.
Mudbound got in for adapted screenplay, which is another really good sign.
That's a really good group.
I think it did really. It's funny. I think it did really well for not getting nominated for Best Picture. To be quite honest.
I was
I'm kind of surprised now it didn't get nominated for Best Picture.
I based off what we saw beforehand, because they announced Best Picture last, I was like, oh, maybe Mudbound's in there. Yeah, The Big Sick. I mean, I'm a little disappointed that the only nomination it got was for write-in. The original screenplay group is so good. Big Sick, Get Out, Lady Bird. We haven't seen Shape of Water yet, and 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I mean, go Lady Bird, but
yeah, I think literally any of those could win that.
Yeah,
to be quite
I
honest,
don't think Big Sick can win.
I
actually don't really think Shape of Water can win either. And that's the other thing. I don't remember since when, but recently, this isn't necessarily a statistic like historically, but recently, the Best Picture winners have won a screenplay award.
yeah, because
Moonlight, Spotlight. What was before that?
Birdman, right?
Birdman, did that win? Yeah, that one. Yeah, that'd be
12 Years a Slave. It's
12 Years a Slave.
Did Argo?
Argo.
The
Artist didn't, but that was a silent movie.
Yeah. That would have been
King's
a slap in the
Speech.
face. Best screen. Hey, it doesn't matter.
The Hurt Locker.
If they're writing
Slumdog
still really
Millionaire,
good, but that's
No Country
hard.
for
That's
Old
hard to
Men,
get it.
The Departed. Crash.
Okay, don't go through every single Best Picture winner.
Okay, no, but seriously, that's
That's
a huge statistic, and I don't think The Shape of Water is gonna win original screenplay. And I think 3 Billboards could. I don't know.
It's so weird.
Yeah.
This is really, really weird. Just when you think, you got your hand on the pulse changes, and you're trying to just grope yourself to try and find it. But yeah, I mean, just.
Fun fact. Where did I see this? Kobe Bryant is now an Oscar nominee.
Kobe!
For the short, animated short film Dear Basketball. That's a
fun fact.
I saw that name and I was like, oh dang!
He's gonna show up in his warm-up sweats at the Oscars.
Yeah.
Kobe! I think that was really all we wanted to talk about. I'm
happy that Wonder got nominated for me.
Oh, Wonder got nominated for
That
Megan
can be an
Stone.
Oscar nominated movie.
Yeah. But yeah, that's really it. If you want to see the full list, we'll put the link in the bottom of where you could get it from the Oscars
Tanya got
website.
in for film editing. That was surprising.
That was a good thing for it.
Baby Driver did good. It got in editing and sound categories.
Yeah. Anyway, but yeah, we'll put the link in the bottom. Thanks for joining us. Sorry for our presenting this morning. It's just, as I said, it's early.
Yeah, we still haven't had a lot of time to fully process.
But that's what we wanted to do. I thought it'd be more, we get more reactionary if we got it right after. Literally, it ended just 15 minutes before we just started filming.
Yeah.
So. Thanks for joining us on this.
We were happy that Ferdinand got in our feature.
Oh, Ferdinand got in for
really
feature. That's a great movie, by the way.
I mean, Coco's gonna win.
For sure.
But
that's what they said about the Lego movie. No.
I knew the Lego Batman movie was not getting nominated.
He's very proud of himself for that. Anyway, if you want the full list of nominations, we're gonna put them on the bottom. Obviously, we're gonna do.
A prediction.
We're gonna do a prediction video in a couple weeks, so join us for that.
We're like a month.
That's a couple weeks.
Oh, I was happy Kong Skull Island got nominated for visual effects too, and Guardians of the Galaxy. Those are really.
They were for the Planet of the Apes.
I love
and
all
Blade
five
Runner
of those
2049 and Star Wars: The Last Jedi.
That was a really good group.
Anyway,
and I was really surprised. Sorry. I was really surprised that neither Dunkirk or The Shape of Water did not get nominated for visual effects, because even though they're not Dunkirk's an effects-driven movie, but it's more practical effects. But normally you see, it's weird that none of those are nominated for Best Picture. I wonder when the last time that happened.
Visual effects and Best Picture.
That not a single Best Picture nominee was
nominated
for
because I was trying
effects.
to think.
Normally there's one or two that even they don't have the best visual effects, but they just carry over because they were nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah. I think what visual effects, this is top dogs of.
These are definitely
most visually
bigger,
stunning.
Yeah.
And that's gonna happen. That might be a new thing that happens in this new gen. Anyway, he's
go Blade Runner
distracting me.
2049. Go Lady Bird. Go 3 Billboards. Yeah.
Anyway,
Go Don.
so besides the nomination video,
Go
we're also
Coco.
gonna do our own awards. The fan scores are coming. We're gonna do multiple categories. We're gonna do a whole event out of it. I might even dress nice.
I know. Say we should
We'll
rent
see
tuxes.
I don't know about
that'd
rent
be so
tuxes.
fun.
Like the room, we're gonna rent tuxes like in the room.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna do that exactly. But it'll be an event. That'll probably be a 2-part
It'll
video.
be fun.
We're gonna go nuts with that. We're starting our ballot and everything.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys have fun with that. We're really excited for that.
We're
And
trying to
something-
see as much as we can from last
Yeah,
year,
we're
so
trying
we
to
can
see as-
really like give you the best of the best.
the best of the best. So this is the fans review again. Cameron, Cody, check us out on Twitter, which I don't have. Comment.
Let us know if there's anything you are either really excited about or really pissed about.
Yeah, comment in the bottom. Please subscribe. We again just throwing out as much content as we can.
So wait, pick one thing. One thing you're most happy about. And one thing you're most upset about.
In the nominations.
Yeah.
Probably Woody Harrelson getting in.
Yeah.
The most thing I'm excited for. The thing I'm maddest at is probably that Hung Chao didn't get in.
Okay. I'm probably happiest that. Do you know, I completely agree about Woody Harrelson, but I think I actually had a little more faith in him getting in, even though I didn't. Than I did Greta Gerwig. I'm so happy that Greta Gerwig.
That's a
got
good one
nominated.
too. I'm really excited for her, especially since the women got shut out.
And I'm pissed
Bro,
that Denzel
I knew that was gonna be.
I don't like Denzel.
Yeah.
Anyway, subscribe, like, comment. Hope to see you guys in the future. Join us later. We got a bunch of Oscar nominees we're going to be reviewing coming up in the next week or two.
We'll
a lot of them are coming out of the...
Yeah, we should get Phantom Thread, Call Me By Your Name, and The Shape of Water.
Shape
out
of
to
Water
you
all should be in the
soon.
next week and a half.
Yes.
So enjoy those. We're excited for them. Hope you guys are too. Check us out. Subscribe. I can't say that enough. Please subscribe. We really appreciate it. And see you guys later.
Yeah. Thanks. Bye.